Welcome back to Springfield. We've got another one for you, another big one here. The Aggieland Panthers taking on the Dallas Thunder. And this game is full of surprises. I mean, technically, both teams upset the team they were playing to get into this game. Now, granted, Aguiland a 5 seed, they beat a 4 seed, but Dallas Thunder knocked off the number 1 overall seed to be in this ball game. So, surprise, surprise, folks. How about this? The Dallas Thunder, Aggieland Panthers.
Big South versus Big South.
The tip is won by Dallas. The Thunder with it now. In the spin, shot no good. The putback is not there either. And we're going to see the rebound there for Vince Walden. As now the Panthers on the attack to the basket, putting it up no good, and Dallas the rebound. I think we expect to see a up and down tempo game here.
Yeah, it's probably going to be high scoring. We know Aguiland can definitely get up and down the court. They scored almost 90 yesterday. They scored over 100 a couple times in district, so looking for a lot of scoring in this game.
Pull-up shot, not there. Loose change going to be picked up by Paxton Moore. Back for the corner three again. That's Weston Short with the three-pointer. And the Dallas Thunder on the board first with a 3-0 lead.
The first shot of the game, a tough one there, fading away in the corner. Nicely done.
Caleb Cox with the miss. The putback by Walden, not there. And there's going to be a over-the-back call against Walden as he'll pick up his first.
You know, for the Thunder, when you upset the number 1 seed, that can give you just an extra edge you're playing with, an extra sense of you can do this. You can upset some teams and surprise people.
Up floor are the Thunder here as with the ball is Moore driving baseline, floater on the way, no good. He gets his own board inside, and there's a foul. And this time it'll be against Zach Walden as he was hacking him a little bit in the interior. That'll be his first foul. And that'll be Thunder ball on the baseline. Throwing it in will be Jake Platt. He'll get it outside. Here's the drive from Thomas. Back outside, Platt. Thomas swinging it over to Moore. 2-3 zone being shown by the Aggieland Panthers. Back over, a three-pointer on the way. He nets it from the wing. Jack Thomas, 6-0 Thunder over the Panthers thus far.
Yeah, they had the floor spread really wide, trying to figure out what they want to do against that zone, but not a lot of movement, but ended up finding the open shooter. And if you can shoot it like that, you can win some games.
Zane Call with the corner three is no good, and the rebound is Moore. Moore full speed. Look at the speed on him. Floater's good. Paxton Moore, 8-0 Dallas Thunder.
Boy, they have come out like they are playing on a mission.
It's kind of like they feel a little disrespected after beating the number 1 team in the tournament.
Here's the drive from Call. His shot at the basket, no good, and rising up and getting it is Moore, feeding it over to Short. And here come the Thunder, up 8-0 to begin. Open three for Thomas. Back rim, no good. And the Thunder just out hustling the Panthers so far. As Short with the offensive rebound. He'll drive inside, turnaround shot, not there, and a rebound again for the Dallas Thunder on the baseline. And we're going to see a timeout called by Dallas. A great start, 8-0. They're getting every loose ball, every rebound, and they lead 8-0 3 minutes in to this ball game.
And you see it's not just those 5 on the floor that are playing all out, making those extra hustle plays and knocking out the shots, but it's the whole bench. They might be the loudest part of the crowd is the Thunder bench, just getting into it, encouraging their guys on.
Yeah, they definitely helping the intensity and bringing the energy of their comrades on the floor. And you can definitely tell they come in today with a little bit of chip on their shoulder. And but I believe these two teams have played earlier this year already, and Aggieland won the first matchup. So Dallas Thunder's looking to rebound that and recoup that loss that they had.
And what I noticed a big difference is Aggieland, it did not come with the same intensity they came out yesterday in the first game against KC Metro. Thomas with it on the outside. Got the screen, swings it over. With it is Paxton Moore getting a screen of his own. Driving to the left. Feed outside of the corner. Sets up the three for Platt. No good. Air ball. Ball's lost and gotten back by Dallas. Here's Thomas, the drive inside. Nice drop off. Short shot is good. 10-0 lead. Devin Dowd with the bucket there. The Dallas Thunder are here, folks. They're here to play ball. A team that wasn't even in the D1, D2 field last year. Up 10-0 here in the second round, and now is Zane Call getting the Aggieland Panthers on the board.
Finally take the lid off the basket there.
Thomas the drive. Scoop shot with the right hand finish. What a play.
This guy, Thomas, is an impressive little point guard here. He's knocked down a three. He's made a nice dump-off assist and then a great acrobatic drive to the rim there for two.
Walden outside. He'll get it back. Aggieland has the height advantage over the Dallas Thunder, but the Thunder playing with real deal conviction as the rebound down floor from Moore to Thomas. Thomas, look at the quickness. Look at the floater. It's no good, but the rebound coming through is Platt. Outside short. Thought about the shot, decides against it. Thunder bringing it into control, leading 12-2. Getting the screen, driving to the right, inside, kick out, drive, Thomas, spin, kick out, short, step to the side, thought about it, pump fake. Back out for Dallas, under 3.5 minutes to go, opening period. Step back by Thomas. Shifty with the handles to Platt. Platt driving, hook shot. Oh, he's going to get the roll. No, he's not.
Thought he did too.
Walden the rebound. Aggieland back with the ball again.
Aggieland might have had to call a timeout if he hit that one.
It's over 3 minutes to go first quarter. Walden feeding it up top. Three-pointer on the way for Kracha. He misses. And the rebound by Moore.
Yeah, Walden hadn't been able to get going yet. Yesterday he was pretty dominant in that game, but today he hadn't really got anything yet.
The run, the floater is good for Paxton Moore. Aggieland struggling to stay in front of these guys. 14-2 lead for the Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder have been really successful on their drive attempts thus far. Even when it doesn't result in the bucket, they're getting penetration into the lane, which sets up other things.
Kracha inside. Short shot is good. They're going to count it and one as there will be a foul in the interior against the Thunder.
And that's what you need to do if you're Aggieland is get the ball in the paint, get some easy buckets, get some twos, get to the line, get yourself back into this game.
And Aggieland knows what it's like to be an 8 seed and a knockoff of 1. Aggieland did that last year as they were an 8 seed, barely made the tournament, and won in the first round. And now they find themselves in a position. And then this year they were the 16 seed in the Big South and knocked off the number 1. Now they find themselves not being the underdog here and playing against an 8 seed that just beat a 1. 14-5 is the score. Here's the drive from Thomas, kick outside, and losing the basketballs more. He just kind of lost it. It's going to be back to the Panthers, who trail by 9. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, see if the Panthers can get Cox and Walden going. Both of them had a really good game yesterday in the game we had here.
Walden with it, driving to the left, back to the right, going to get the screen from Cox. Cox driving to the left, decides to keep it, driving baseline, reverse layup, not there, and it's going to be off the Thunder. We'll stay with Aggieland.
Yeah, Cox just unable to get anything to fall yet. You know, yesterday he was really good with that mid-range pull-up game, so we'll see if he gets going here.
Cox to get it in. Outside. Does. To Dean Call, the lone senior on this Aggieland team. Thunder get the steal. Moore down floor as the running hook shot from Platt does not go. It's tipped out of bounds off the hands of Gahan.
It almost looked like Platt was looking for a teammate
to
oop it there on the break, but then kind of an in-between decision.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to throw it off the backboard, and then he changed his mind the last second. Just threw a little short.
Short on the outside. 2-3 zone shown by Aggieland. Just over a minute and a half to go in the first quarter, a 9-point lead for the Thunder.
Only 5 points here in the first quarter for Aggieland. Not what we expected coming in with the scoring that they've shown this year.
Oh, nice find to the cutting Paxton Moore, who's got 6, an 11-point lead. They went up 14-2, kind of slowed down for a second, but they're back on the board again. Just over a minute to go in the first. Cox on the drive, left hand to the basket, counted and one. Caleb Cox, aggressive to the basket.
A foul is on number 32.
Devin Dowd picking up his first. And Cox on the board now with an opportunity to make it a 3-point play, cut it to 8, and he does.
See if that take the lid off of Cox on his scoring here, as he's going to come out and get a breather. Minute and 5 left to go here in this first quarter.
Full court pressure being shown by Aggieland. Thunder have shown that they are pretty good with the handles here. Short in the backcourt. Down floor to an open Thomas, who drops it off back door for the bucket from Devin Dowd.
I love his decision-making of Thomas. So far, every decision he's made, whether it's a shot, a drive, pass, he's made the pass to the right guy. Impressive job for him so far.
Drive, stripped away, down floor of the Thunder. Short with it, short the drive. He keeps it on the spin. Ball taken away by Zach Walden. Now the ball's off the leg, and I think they're saying that it will stay with the Dallas Thunder here with 10-point game, 32.6 to go in the first. And one thing that's worthy of note is that Dallas Thunder, they've put Vince Walden in a box.
Yeah, he hasn't got much going yet. Thanks to Weston Short there has kind of put him on lock.
Moore drops it off. Platt blocked away. Now Zach Walden up floor. He's driving to the basket, dropping it off. Broken up, but Vince Walden able to get it. It's over 10 seconds to play. Corner 3, Dean call, no good. And the rebound. And down floor to Moore to the basket. Taking the contact, it's blocked out of bounds. And so with 3.9 seconds, the Thunder will have an opportunity for a last-second shot. They lead by 10 here coming to the finish of the first quarter. Gets it in, corner 3 on the way. No good by Thomas Platt. Short shot does not go as the time expires. First quarter comes to an end firmly in the Dallas Thunder camp. They lead 18-8 over the Aggieland Panthers after one. Welcome back to Springfield. We got second quarter action coming right at you. The Aggieland Panthers and the Dallas Thunder. The Thunder with an 18-8 advantage after one quarter. Walden feeding the cutting call. Corner 3 on the way for Zach Walden. Does not go. Ball's tipped and rebounded back again by Call. Vince Walden takes the 3 up top. Does not get it to go. It is fought for, gotten by Aggieland. Corner 3 by Cox. Does not go. Another rebound. Not quite. It's out of bounds. Aggieland, they did come out in the second quarter with a little bit more hustle for those rebounds. That's really what the difference maker was early on for the Dallas Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder basically was getting every loose ball, and they were the more active team.
Ball tipped, corner 3 for Short. Doesn't go. Ball tipped. Tipped again, and Cox able to hustle down and get the rebound. Aggieland back with it again, trailing by 10, just over 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. A screen from Walden. Cox driving to the left. Pump fake. Kick out. Zach Walden driving to his left to the basket. Shot a little off. Rebound pulled in by Manhire. And Vince Walden now on the outside, making his move to the right. Cox, left wing three. In. Caleb Cox with 6.
Cuts the lead to 7.
Yeah, and I would not be worried about any of those missed shots if I'm Aggieland. You've worked hard to get offensive rebounds. You keep doing that, the shots will come.
Short, pump faked, and got the ball taken. Zach Walden now with it in the front court. Ball's going to be tipped, and there will be a foul.
Number 3.
And that will be Jack Thomas's second personal foul. On the baseline is Aggieland. Feed it inside. Turnaround shot from Vince Walden is good, and that will get him on the board.
So Caleb Cox and Vince Walden both get buckets here in the early second quarter. See if that gets them going.
And it cuts the lead to 5 here. Short, up floor. Nice drive. Drop off inside. Right at the basket. He missed the chippy. Gets his own rebound. Now the drive from Thomas to the basket. Right hand, no good. The put back, and there's going to be a foul underneath. Manhire hacked him. As Dowd being very active in there, tall fella in the post.
Yeah, I think he was super surprised he missed that first putback. He was wide open by himself.
First free throw goes down for Devin Dowd. He's got 5. Lead is up to 6 now. Trying to make it at 7 is Dallas. Second one's good as well. 6 for Devin Dowd. 2013 ball game. Feed in Walden. Walden drive to the right. Stops, shoots the short shot off the rim. No good. Ball's tipped. Vince Walden back up and in. Good.
Back-to-back buckets for Walden. It's going to be a timeout for the Thunder.
They cut the lead to 5. Now Aggieland's starting to find their flow. They cut the lead to 5. 20:15 to go. 20:15 is the score with 5:52 to go in the second quarter.
20:15 to go. It's a long time, Trellis.
That'd be a while.
Oh, man.
Be a long second quarter.
Yeah. It's been an exciting start so far, especially if you're a Dallas Thunder fan. They came out energetic. They've been out hot. They've pushed the tempo. They've been the aggressor and kind of shell-shocked the Panthers that first quarter. And, they was on them 14-2, 14-1 early. And then the Panthers are slowly trying to chip away at that, get back into this game. They're down by 5 now and trying to take over. You know, Caleb Cox, Vince Walden, really good games yesterday by both teams. Both players struggled in the first quarter today, just like couldn't find a rhythm. And looks like they're starting to settle in a little bit now. So we'll see how this second quarter goes.
Floater in the lane, no good. Rebound Walden. Aggieland up the floor and is taken away by Short. He'll make the drive. Right hand finish. What a play by Weston Short. He's got 5. The lead's back up to 7 for Dallas. Up the floor, Zach Walden will drive. Kick out. Moving it. Drive inside by Call. Out to Cox. Vince Walden now with it. Covered by Short. Short able to snatch that ball. Down floor against 1 to go. Right hand. No good. And it's tipped out of bounds off the Thunder. And we'll be back with Aggieland. Great defensive play there by Weston Short. Able to time it out perfectly and get that steal.
Yeah, if I'm the Panthers, I like the idea of trying to get Vince Walden, get him down lower in the paint, get some paint points because he's got a slight defensive mismatch with Short on him. He's got the size advantage on Short.
Yep.
When he's out there on the perimeter, now Short can kind of play his game and reach in, kind of aggravate the passing lanes.
Here's the drive. Floater on the way. No good. Short shot on the way with the left hand. Does not go. Tipped out of bounds off Aggieland as Cox touched it last. Back to the Thunder.
Cox unable to get that little floater to go today yet. 4:45 to go here, second quarter, 7-point ball game. The Panthers behind.
Swing to the corner of the drive. Turnaround. Floater on the way. Not there. Rebound coming back the other way for the Panthers. Driving. Feeding inside. Broken up. And stolen back by the Thunder. Here it is. Thomas on the move. Now to the right. He'll drive hard to the left. Thomas, fadeaway shot. He'll head to the line for two.
Good job by Thomas to draw that contact and then shoot the fadeaway. Unable to get it to go, but he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Cox will pick up his first. And at the free throw line is Jack Thomas. Free throw is good. He's got 6 thus far. An 8-point lead. Second free throw goes down for Thomas. Makes them both count. 9-point game. Cox guarded by Platt. Makes his move to the right. Step through. Shot is good for Cox.
Maybe he needs to start shooting a little bit more off balance. He was falling down when he shot that one and made it.
8 points for Cox. 7-point game now. Lead
Good
for
defense
Dallas.
there.
Thomas to the corner. Coming around is Platt. Outside, here's the drive from Moore. Into the basket, right hand, no good, and pass to the outside to Cox. Back cross court to Walden. Here comes Aggieland. Panthers on the move. Step back three is no good. Off left. Rebound Thomas. Up floor now to Platt. Short shot for him. Does not go. And a rebound. Not there. Down floor 2-on-1. Drive inside of the basket. Manhire not there. Short. Able to tip it. And Short gets the ball again. Man, the hustle here from the Thunder is something to behold. Oh, wow. Referee
called timeout so he could tie his shoe. Since they had the possession of the ball, he probably wouldn't have done it if Aguiland had possession. But since his teammate had the possession and they wasn't on a fast break for the safety of the player, he stopped the game, let him tie his shoe.
One question that would be raised about this Thunder team right now and how hard they're playing as Platt misses the corner three is the fact that they've played these same 5 guys the entire time.
Right. Can they sustain this for 4 quarters?
And they're playing really hard. Feed inside, Kracha to the basket. Shot blocked. And the rebound underneath by Moore. Back to Short. Thunder with a 7-point lead. Weston Short with the basketball, guarded on the outside by Zane Call. His drive, nice feed inside for the finish from Dowd, who has 8 points. And a 9-point lead again for the Thunder now. Here's Zane Call, stuck, feeding it to Walden to the basket. Scoop shot not there. Walden gets his own board and puts it back in. Vince Walden with 6.
Yeah, if they can find a way to get Walden down there in the paint a little more, he's going to be able to fill it up with the size advantage that he has.
Yeah, they just got to get some stops defensively.
Here's the drive in the pivot, turnaround fade. Not there for Moore. Ball back in the hands of the Panthers. 7-point lead for Dallas. Outside Cox over Walden. Walden pass was batted. Moore takes it away. Great defense from Dallas. And now Short with it again. Timeout called by the Thunder. They lead by 7, and they've shown the ability to keep this lead as they've kept it for a while now.
Yeah, they have. Just Vince Walden just playing a little lackadaisical right here. Even that pass right there was just kind of a lazy pass because he had a guy wide open, but I thought he was going to pump fake the pass and had a wide open lane to the basket. It just doesn't look like he's engaged right now into the game.
26-19 is the score, the lead, with the Dallas Thunder over the Aggieland Panthers. This is a 5 versus 8 seed matchup. As here in the Class 8A, obviously this was a class that you thought that HHBA would be contending with late, but the Dallas Thunder have taken their spot and they lead here in the second round by 7 points over the Aggieland Panthers.
Even though Dallas is the 8 seed, they're not playing like an 8 seed right now. They're playing like they belong and they believe they should be here, not only just with kind of the attitude, but just with the confidence of the plays and the skill of the guard play from Short and from Jack Thomas. Both of them are playing with a level of maturity and decision-making that really tells me, well, I can kind of see why they're here and in this control of this game at the moment.
They definitely have good poise about them. They're running the offense well. Coach is calling out the plays that he wants them to run, and they're running them, as of right now, almost to perfection. I mean, they're executing very well offensively, getting the open looks, getting the putbacks. But like you said, 5 guys have played, and we'll see if they were able to sustain this tempo. But holding the Aggieland to 19 points with a minute and a half left in the second quarter is a feat in itself.
Yeah, you're right. That may be the biggest part of the story is the defense.
Short up top, guarded by Zach Walden. Here's the drive from Short to the right side. He'll step back, shoot the fade away from the short corner. He'll miss. Vince Walden the rebound. Aggieland back with the ball again. Just over a minute to go in the first half. And if you're Aggieland, you want to see some good things here to finish out the first half. There's the trap that came. Call. Feeding it to Cox. Cox short shot goes down as it rattles in. The lead is cut to 5.
They had it to 5 earlier this quarter. 15-10.
Pass cross court. Moore driving hard to the basket. Scoop shot. Reverse layup does not go. The putback from Dowd doesn't go. He gets the rebound. Thomas now with it for the Dallas Thunder. Under 40 seconds. And the 3, quick trigger from Thomas, out of bounds, back to the Panthers.
Yeah, Dowd is really dominating the boards down low and just keeping the Panthers off the board. So even with that, they're down 5, able to get it to a one-possession ball game. If they score here, that could be huge momentum going into the half for Aggieland, and see if they can make some adjustments after the break.
Walden up the left side of the floor. Feed back door to the basket. Shot no good. And it's off the leg of Gahan. Ball's back in the hands of the Thunder. Under 20 seconds to go. They're being pressured, so we'll see if they'll be able to get the last shot. But now it's looking like a better shot might be available earlier as Dowd gets the offensive rebound outside. Platt, his 3 is short. Dowd able to get to the ball but unable to corral it. So 7.6 seconds to go. 5-point game in Aggieland. Going to try to get something here to finish the half. They get it in. Cox up the floor. He's got 10 thus far. He'll get it back. Down to 2, 1. Pull up Jay. Good. As time expires.
Big
Caleb
shot.
Cox with 12 points on the ball game. Lead is cut to 3. And Aggieland goes into the second half with high hopes. 26-23 is the lead for the Dallas Thunder after one half of basketball.
When it hurts, real time it.
Ouch!
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
We're back in Springfield here, courtside. Aggieland Panthers and the Dallas Thunder taking each other on right now. The lead is with the Thunder by 3. They led by as many as 12. But Aggieland has worked their way back into this ball game, and we're going to see what the second half has in store. Ball's in with Weston Short, who's guarded by Zach Walden. Pass cross court to Platt. Outside to Moore. Back Platt, he'll feed it over to Short. Short will take the deep 3 and knock it down. What a way to start off the second half for Weston Short. He's got 8 points and drills the deep 3.
Well, that's just how he started the game in the first quarter with a nice 3, and then he does it here in the start of the second half.
6-point game, corner 3 for Zane Call. And he answers the call right there with the corner tray. 3-point game. Short, left side of the floor. He's being pressured. Down to Moore. Breaking pressure. Drops it off to Dowd, who dropped it. And Thomas picks up the loose change and brings it out into control. There's the trap. Short. Platt. Kick out. Thomas, left wing 3. Off the mark, but good ball movement there from the Thunder on that possession. 3-point game as Aggieland starting to threaten the lead for the first time in the ball game.
Chance for Aguiland to get as close as they've been since the start of the game. Thunder jumped on them early. And I guess you must have went and talked to the coach there, Joshua, because it looks like they sent Walden down into the post. And it looked like that was going to be their game plan here.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him try and continue that back down a little bit longer, but if they want to try that, I really want to see what that would look like.
Aggieland's ball on the baseline. They trail by 3. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cox going to get it in. Does to Walden. Back to the basket against Short. Kick out. Drive from Manhire. Here's the drive inside from Walden, and he finishes with the left hand. That's Zach Walden, the younger brother. He gets his first bucket of the ball game. And the lead is cut to 1. Down forward to Platt. Cross to Short. Short takes the deep 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Platt. Outside. Taylor. 3. Or Thomas, rather. And the tip out of bounds. That's going to go to Aggieland. And the Panthers have the opportunity to take their first lead of the ball game right here on this possession as it's 29-28. And we're going to see a substitution for the first time in the game.
Number 30.
Andrew Reichert in the ball game.
One thing I've noticed in this game is that Vince Walden looks like he seems to be a little bit more passive than he was yesterday.
Corner 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Reichert trying to go for it. Going to be picked up by Zane Call to the corner. Here's the drive, finding Zach Walden, who'll kick it back out. Here's the move, lost it. Short with the steal. Dallas holding on to a 1-point lead. Short along the left wing. Weston Short with it. Thomas lost the ball, got it back, puts it up. Oh, doesn't get the roll. Call the rebound. Aggieland up floor. Caleb Cox with it, back up top to Walden. Vince Walden on the move against Reichert. Walden inside of the basket, puts it up. No good, out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Panthers will have it on the baseline.
Well, I like that
contact there, but no foul.
Yeah, I like that drive from Walden. I want to see more and more of that, even though it couldn't convert a shot there. There's a lot of traffic in there to knock it away, but I think he could do some damage if he can get in the paint a little more.
Outside corner 3, Zane Call knocks it down, and Aggieland takes their first lead of the ball game, 31-29. Zane Call.
8-5 run here to start this third quarter.
At the basket, no good for Dallas. Aggieland back the other way. Up the floor, Manhire to the basket, no good. It was challenged in. Zach Walden with the rebound and a foul against Dallas underneath. And that will be Devin Dowd with his second.
Well, that was all started by a great defensive effort from Vince Walden to get down the floor and disrupt the shot from Jack Thomas.
There you go, Joshua.
Vince Walden with the bucket underneath. He's got 8. Lead is up to 4 now.
He's just able to elevate over Short. Nothing
Exactly.
against his name, but
Thomas pass into the backcourt. The Thunder starting to unravel just a little bit.
yeah, they're starting to get a little frustrated.
They make a substitution and bring Platt back in the game.
Yep, Walden got the mismatch.
Driving baseline is Cox. Blocked, but fouled by Moore. And one thing, if you're the coach of the Dallas Thunder, is that what you want to do is get your guys back in the right mindset. You're only down 4 right now. It feels like the ceiling's falling because you're up by 12, but you're only down 4 at the moment. And it's still a ball game.
Yeah, he's and he used a few timeouts in that first half. I think he used at least 2, maybe 3. So he's only got about 2, maybe 3 left, and you got to use them wisely now.
At the free throw line is Caleb Cox for his second. He missed the first free throw. He's got 12 points. 4-point lead for Aggieland. Make that 5 with the second free throw going down for Cox.
And there's no reason for the Thunder to feel panicked at all. There's plenty of time left. You've had good looks here in the second half. They just haven't dropped as often.
Nice find from Thomas to Dowd, finding the bucket inside, getting him into double figures. A 3-point game. Walden nearly lost it. Moore trying to pick it up. Aggieland back with it again. Vince Walden on the outside. Drive in. Back Walden. He steps back for the 3. Knocks it down. Cash money from Vince Walden. He's got 11. 6-point game.
Looks like he's starting to get a little bit involved, a little bit enthusiastic here.
Dowd outside to Thomas. On the right wing. Jab step, drive to the left. Good defense here from Aguiland, from Cox specifically there.
The drum major for the Aggieland Panthers have showed up and are trying to show out right now.
Moore up top to Short. Deep 3. Not there. Rolled out. Tipped. Put back. Not there. Put back again. Does go down for Dowd. He's got 12. Leads cut to 4.
Second chance opportunities can lead to good things.
It's over 3 minutes to go here in the third. 3-pointer from Walden. Not there. And this will go to the Thunder. One thing you're starting to see is a complete flip of what we saw earlier in the game. Dallas getting all the loose balls, all the rebounds. Now it is completely flipped. Aggieland all over it now. 3:08 to play in the third. 37-33 lead for Aggieland.
Krotchik coming into the game, see if they can cut back some of them second chance opportunities that Dowd's been getting.
This is for a spot in the Elite 8. Up top, feed, and the swing. Up top 3 on the way from Moore. Cash money. Paxton Moore was hot early. Scored 6 points in the first quarter, but this is his first bucket since then. He's got 9 now. Lead is cut to 1. Krotchik in the post. Pass through the hands. Call, driving, kick out. 3 on the way for Walden. No good. Ball stripped away by Platt. On the move is Dallas. Feeding it to Short. Short to give the Thunder the lead again. Not there. It's tipped out of bounds. And they're trying to make the decision on which way it'll go. It has not given a signal. I think it's going to Dallas. 2:18 to go in the third. Swing, Short, drive to the right. On the spin, shot in the lane. Can't get the roll. Short nearly took it back from Walden. And it's going to be
Foul on Walden.
Thunder basketball as Vince Walden, when he got the ball swiped away, kind of went back for Short. And Walden going to pick up his second. Thunder basketball, and Dallas went down by 6, and now they're working their way back in it. Now they're down 1. Pump fake outside Short. Over to the left wing.
And that play was just all effort by Short. He doesn't ever stop, even after his own missed shot. He just keeps going after it.
Yeah, he's got such quick hands.
Short on the outside, guarded by Zach Walden, a feed. Over to Platt, back over to Short. 1 point game. 1:45 to go in the third. Short the drive, taking contact, putting up the short shot. It's good. Weston Short in double figures with 10, and the lead back for the Thunder. A turnover from Aggieland up the sideline. The Thunder, the morale is back for Dallas.
Great job by the Thunder to weather that storm or that initial lull of the second half, and now they've got the mojo back.
Thomas moving to the right, back to the left. He's driving on the step back. Out to Moore. Moore driving. Thomas, left wing three. Not there. Rebound pulled in by Kracha. He's going to push the pace a little bit here and give it up top to Cox. Timeout called by Aggieland. This is their first timeout they've called in the ballgame. 38-37 lead for the Dallas Thunder. They're able to work from down 6. They're on a 7-0 run now, and just over a minute to go in the third. They hold on to the 1 point lead.
Very interesting third quarter here. Aggieland came out hot, went on a run, and then they kind of lulled down, and now the Thunder have taken the momentum back and taken back a 1 point lead. So quite a few lead changes here in this third quarter. But it's going to be an intense fourth quarter for sure. We got 1:11 left here in the third quarter, but the final 8 minutes of this game is going to be intense from both sides. And as we mentioned before, very limited subbing by the Dallas Thunder here. And the way that they play, aggressive as they are they going to have enough energy to push through that last quarter?
So far, they have not looked gas on that point. I've been kind of watching that. They all seem to be in great conditioning.
Aggieland with it, moving that basketball. Cox corner three, no good. Long rebound out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Aggieland on the sideline. Cox looking to get this ball in. Does to Zane Call. Call guarded on the outside by Moore and feeding it outside to Cox. Gets a screen up from Kracha. Coming up to guard him is Dowd. Drive inside. Cox finding his way to the basket for the finish. He's got 15.
There. Well, we were expecting an 80, 90-point ball game, and we're looking at a 39-38 ball game with a quarter to left.
Drive from Platt. Outside. Thomas inside. Feeding it. Backdoor reverse layup. Good. Good offense from this Dallas Thunder team, and Devin Dowd with the bucket to give Dallas the lead again.
That was a great move by Dowd to go ahead and put the ball on the deck and move to the other side of the rim where he had a nice open shot.
Vince Walden on the far outside, guarded by Weston Short. Driving to the right, coming out there, nearly getting it was Moore. Walden trying to keep it, he's trapped. Pass, going to be stolen by Dowd. Dowd down floor, it's a 2-on-1. Nice move, his shot, no good. Short gets it, unable to get it in before the time goes out. The Dallas Thunder lead by 1 point heading into the fourth quarter. Will this 8 seed continue the magic into the Elite Eight? Well, we shall see. We got 1 quarter left. Welcome back. We got fourth quarter action. Aggieland with it, trailing by 1 to the Dallas Thunder, the 8 seed. the rebound. Pulled in by Dowd, and Dallas back in control with it. A 1-point game, they lead. Moore to the basket, trying to drop it off to Dowd. Dowd able to contain it. Open three on the way, gets the roll, is Platt. What a shot. His first bucket of the ball game, and a timely one. 4-point lead for the Thunder.
Yeah, he's taken several of those throughout this game, and that was the first one to drop. Could not have come at a better time.
Look at the defense from Weston Short. He throws it up there for Thomas. Thomas on the kick out. Moore. Corner three on the way. Short. Down the rebound in the post. There's going to be a foul.
Vince Walden just looks very, very passive. I think he seems to be passing way earlier in the possessions than he did yesterday. I'd like to see him just take control and like he did yesterday and just dominate the game.
Into Moore. Moore guarded, 4-point game. Moore guarded by Zach Walden. He gets it out to safety to Short. Weston Short with it, guarded by Cox. A minute into the fourth period. Short, spin,
good defense.
Pump fake, puts up the floater, not there. Tipped and rebounded by Zach Walden. Get it to his brother Vince. Over the top pass, it's stolen away by Short. Thunder coming the other way, and Short able to keep it. Comes around the left, accelerates to the basket, scoops it up. There will be a foul.
Looks like they're going to call that on the floor, I think.
The foul's on Caleb Cox's second. And I just saw Devin Dowd just doubled over, breathing heavily. You know, playing the entire ball game takes its toll. But he continues on, and this Thunder team, very impressive. Moore, physical to the basket, puts it up. No good. It's tipped again. And this one will be out of bounds. This is going to be a tough call here. They're going to give it to the Dallas Thunder. That would have been one that would have been reviewed.
Yeah.
Man, that was a close one.
Yeah. Dowd has been the hustle man down low, has dominated the boards.
They get it into the backcourt. In the hands of Paxton Moore. He's got 9 points for this Thunder team. Driving inside. Kick out to Short. Short, right wing three. That's an air ball. Aggieland the rebound. 4-point game. Just over 6 minutes to go. Manhire to the basket. His shot, no good. Tipped. Rebound. Oh, man, what's going to be the call here? They call a foul. It looked like they called it on Aggieland.
No,
I don't think they did.
No, they called it on Thunder. Number 3.
Yeah, and that's definitely the right call. And I thought he had pointed the other way. That's the third foul against Jack Thomas. 4-point game lead for the Dallas Thunder. Looking to get the ball in. As Cox does to Vince Walden. His shot at the basket is good. He just forced it into him, and he forced it into the bucket. He's got 13, a 2-point game.
Joshua's been trying to see that all night.
Great strong move. He just sealed off the defender and had the perfect positioning with his size advantage.
5:49 to go. Fourth and final quarter. Thunder's trying to take a little bit of air out of the ball here.
Moore on the drive, kick out to the corner. Here's the drive again, in the pivot, outside the Moore. 5.5 minutes to go. 2-point lead for the Thunder. They do want a bucket here. Moore to the basket, right hand, no good. Tip to the outside, it's loose. Crotcha gets it out to Cox. Cox, one-on-one to the basket. He puts it up and in. We're tied up at 43.
Good find there by Crotcha. Finding Cox streaking out.
Thomas the drive, inside. Oh, what a finish. He changed it in the air and finished at the basket. Thomas with 9 and the lead back again with the Thunder. Walden around the screen, driving to the right. Ball dislodged out of bounds by Dowd, and it will stay with Aggieland. 45-43.
Need a good look off this inbound play here.
Walden, the drive inside. This is Zach Walden. His left-hand shot, no good. Moore off to the races. He's going to drive into the cup, puts it up, no good. And the rebound, Crotcha, and back the other way is Aggieland. Vince Walden driving against Short, and Short pops it loose out of bounds. Vince Walden really struggling with this defense from Weston Short.
Short is a pesky, pesky defender. He's going to be hounding the ball. He's got that little tip around move, and he hustles after every loose ball.
To the basket is Cox, and he's fouled. Thomas will pick up the foul. That's his fourth, which is problematic for the Dallas Thunder when you still have 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, he's the main ball handler, the point guard, and with 4 fouls, he's going to have to play a little bit less aggressive defensively, and I don't know if that's in his system.
Be a good test of his basketball intelligence, IQ here. How can he play with those fouls?
Yeah, because if he picks up his 5th, that changes the whole dynamic of the Dallas Thunder offense.
18 points for Caleb Cox. He's cut the lead to 1. The second one does not go down. Rebound, Aggieland with a huge offensive rebound, finding Zach Walden. Now the drive, kick out to Vince. And now Cox driving to his left. He'll put up the floater for the lead and does. The lead back with Aggieland. Caleb Cox with 20, 46-45. Just over 4 minutes to play.
Big offensive rebound there off of that missed free throw.
Platt, back, drive, Thomas, right hand finish. Crafty is Jack Thomas. He's got 11. A 1-point lead again for the Thunder. Under 4 minutes to play. Cox pump fake, step through, left hand good. Having us a little duel here as Caleb Cox with 22.
Little guard battle. They're both so good at getting these acrobatic types of shots, getting defenders in the air.
Moore between the legs, drive to the left, spin, lost it. He went right to Dowd in the finish.
Right to him. Right place, right time. Dowd has been all game.
It went so directly to him, it could have counted as an assist. Well, we all know differently, folks. 49-48 lead for the Dallas Thunder, and timeout will be called.
What a battle we have here. The last 3 possessions have been a change of lead here. So it may come down to who has the ball last. If I'm the Panthers right now, I'm trying to draw up a play, see if I can get Thomas in some type of switch, get him on an ISO with either Walden or Cox and see if I can pick up that 5th foul and get him out of the game. He's been the offensive threat the last few possessions for the Thunder. He's their main point guard. So if they can get him out of the game, it definitely changes the aspect of it. And plus it may get Walden going down low.
3:25 remaining in the ball game. 49-48 lead for the Dallas Thunder over the Aggieland Panthers. Got us a good one here. Next game on this court, it will be the number 1 seed Wichita Warriors and the number 5 seed Indianapolis Northwest Warriors out of Indiana. In this class that we're talking about here, Class 8A, the one that Aggieland and Dallas are in, the number 1 and the number 2 seeds are eliminated. They're not even involved. To the highest seed are the PT Warriors.
Correct. And the 4 seed is also gone. I mean the 5 seed.
The 4. It is the 4 seed.
Yeah,
yes.
The 1, 2, and the 4 are gone.
Big stop there for Dallas. Over 3 minutes to go. Ball in the hands of Jack Thomas. He'll attack. Feeds it over to Short.
Yeah, they went in the crotch there offensively, and he was unable to get the floater.
Platt drives. Feeds it more. Hard drive. Nice drop off to Dowd, but it went right in and out of his hands.
He hasn't dropped many of those tonight, but looked like he just wasn't ready for that one. He was going up for the rebound.
And Walden got the steal, shoots the 3 and misses, and Dallas the rebound. 2:40 to play. And this game's going to come down to the clutch here. How good are you when the game's on the line? Thomas, the drive, inside high post, outside Platt, on the move, back out to Thomas.
Good defense by Cox here.
Thomas the move, keeping it.
Yeah, this is a great matchup, Thomas and Cox.
Cox only with 2 fouls, so he can afford to be a little bit more aggressive.
Short, his shot. Now we're going to get an over-the-back call. I do believe it will be against Zane call.
It's his first foul of the game, but great box out by Dowd there. Had call on his backside, and if he was able to get that rebound, he was going to be able to get it put back in pretty easily. So not a bad foul by Zane Call.
Into Thomas, left side of the floor. 2 minutes to play. Thomas driving in. Trying to get it out of there. Vince Walden using the length to get the steal. He's up into the front court. Lost the basketball. Gets it back. Is trapped. Feed inside Kracha against Dowd. Over the top. No good. Ball loose. Gotten by Zach Walden. Outside to Cox. Feed back to Vince Walden. 1:40 to go. Cox to take the lead. Got it. Knocked it down. 2-point lead for Aggieland. 25 for Caleb Cox.
Cox has 10 points just here in the fourth quarter. Minute and a half to go.
Minute and a half to go, folks. And let's see what Dallas has to offer to tie the ball game. Thomas, it popped out. Cox the rebound. Minute 15 to play. And if you're Aggieland, what do you do here?
Make him foul you. Get the ball in Cox's hand. Let him facilitate. He's dominated this fourth quarter.
Kracha on the far outside. On the wing, feed into the post, Vince Walden. Back out Kracha. Kracha will take the three. Hit it! He hit it! He hit it! Oh, what a shot! It's a 5-point game! Kracha with the three! 54-49. Dallas has to do something quick. Drive in deep. Moore blocked away. Kracha gets it. Up the floor now to Call. Zane Call, the spin. Got it back to Vince Walden. Down 35 seconds. Aggieland just stole this game away, folks. Feeds it inside. Kracha the finish. It's a 7-point game. Unbelievable.
Kracha has come in and been the difference maker the last minute of the ball game. Hit a big three, a putback, a block, a rebound. Just doing all the intangibles right now.
I don't think any of us saw that coming with Kracha stepping up in these last seconds to grab hold of this game for Aggieland.
That three that he shot is a coach's worst nightmare.
No.
Thank you, God. It went in.
It was 49-48 with a minute and a half to go, and disaster struck for Dallas. There's a whistle.
Timeout.
A timeout called by Aggieland. Unbelievable. The Thunder are in shock at what has transpired in the past 90 seconds. 7-point lead for Aggieland, and they appear that they're headed to the Elite Eight.
The shock is not only with Kracha, but how fast all that happened. It was so tight, and then all of a sudden, boom, 7 points, 11 seconds left.
Yeah, with under a minute, it went from down 1, and now they're up 7. That's why we were expecting an 80, 90-point ball game, because of minute stretches like that Aggieland can give you. And, that happened in the blink of an eye. One big three just flipped the whole game around. After the three, Kracha comes down, gets the big block, the rebound, pushes it up the floor, and then he gets the ball back, gets the layup. Big minute, last minute of the game.
11.1 to go. A 7-point lead for the Aggieland Panthers. The Dallas Thunder led for the majority of the ball game.
Caleb Cox has definitely been the best player for Aggieland here in this fourth quarter.
And Cox will be the one that's fouled. Weston Short will pick up his first personal foul, which is impressive in and of itself with how effective he's been on defense.
Yeah, the aggressiveness that he plays, and they're not even in the bonus yet. So 2 more fouls before they start shooting free throws.
Pass over the top to Walden. And Walden will be fouled. 1 more foul to give.
What an impressive ending for Aggieland here. A way to finish. Stayed poised throughout. They got down big early. Made a run to get back. Then lost the lead again. Then went back and forth the whole fourth quarter. And then just ended up holding on to it here with a last-minute stretch of just an anomaly, man. Just exciting basketball.
Zach Walden will head to the free throw line with 2 shots. And so Aggieland Panthers will advance to the Elite Eight, and the team they will play will be the winner of the PT Warriors and the West Michigan Hornets, which will be later today. Zach Walden will make his first free throw. He's been highly effective, especially with hustle plays and things like that defensively, and he'll make both free throws. And somehow, some way, the Aggieland Panthers are going to win this game by 9. 58-49.
Largest lead of the game for Aggieland is at the buzzer. What a game.
58-49 win for the Aggieland Panthers. They are on to the Elite Eight, but the Dallas Thunder deserve all caps to be tipped to them. They knocked off the #1 overall seed in this tournament, and they led the majority of the game with an opportunity to make the Elite Eight, but they fall just short. 58-49 win for the Aggieland Panthers. We appreciate you joining us. We'll be on for the next stream.